The last two elements of art we are going to look at are value and space. Let's begin first with value. Value is the lightness or darkness of a color. Value becomes lighter when there is light present and becomes darker as light bends around an object. Artists use value to make things look more realistic, more represented as they actually are. One artist we're going to take a look at today is Michelangelo. He's most well known for the Sistine Chapel, but before we look at the Sistine Chapel, we're going to take a look at how he used value in some of his sketches. Michelangelo was a master at value. He uses very subtle value changes. It doesn't just go from light to dark, it's light, and there's all these middle values, these mid-tones. Michelangelo was well known for making his two-dimensional art, his paintings and his drawings, feel sculptural, feel real. And one of the ways he accomplishes this is through his use of value. Now we're going to take a look at space. Space can be defined in a multitude of ways in artwork. One way it can be defined is how things are arranged in space, within the space of an artwork. For example, what is in the foreground, what is in the middle ground, and what is in the background? How are things arranged in that space? Space can also be looked at as positive and negative. Normally, the positive space in an artwork is the main focus, whatever it is that you are drawing or painting. Some people may think this is the most important part of an artwork, but the negative space, the space around the artwork, is just as important as the positive space. Artists who really focus on the negative space are more able to create interesting pictures and compositions. Let's go back to a very well known image from the Sistine Chapel. I'm sure you have seen this image before. What we're going to focus on today is the space that Michelangelo has created. That space right between the two fingers. There's that connection isn't made. He's activating or playing with that negative space to create a sort of tension. The viewer looks at that and they they know instinctively that a big event is about to happen, but it's not quite there yet. God is just about to touch Adam's finger. And by leaving that little space, Michelangelo has again created a beautiful tension in his painting. Well, there you have it. We've gone over all 7 elements of art. We've learned about line, shape, form, color, texture, value, and space. For the rest of the year, we will return to these elements of art and we will really, really try to hone in our understanding and figure out how we can use these elements to make better, stronger art.